Hello and welcome to all the health nerds, biohackers, and athletes out there. Welcome to this video in which I will be reviewing the Luna Ring made by Noise, brand new health tracking device. And I personally believe it to be a game changer and the best one out there on the market for quite a lot of reasons that I'm about to go through. Now, the moment I realized that Noise was making a tracking device or health tracker, I was obviously very excited. I know they have the knowledge and the background and obviously the budget to back it. So I decided to get one and make this review on it. It is the cheapest one of the big ones out there on the market. It comes without a subscription, which I really enjoy, unlike the Whoop and the Oura rings. So that way you're gonna save a lot of money, especially over time. It is, with the discount code that I'll leave below, is $250 single time purchase and you will have this ring. Now, I did get a discount code from them. I asked out after trying it out for a couple of weeks, seeing if I really liked it, and asked them, would you be able to give me a discount code to share with my followers if they decide to buy a Luna ring? They gave me that, so it's down here below. As of right now, I have used the ring already for a month and a half on a daily basis. I am a two-time Olympian, currently training for the Milano 2026, will be my third Olympics, in speed skating. In addition to that, I do run about 3 hours per week and I bike more than 10 hours on average on a weekly basis. So I feel like I go through a lot of different modalities and it really helps me when making reviews like these and testing out different supplements or health tracking devices, for example. Now, obviously, I mentioned the price. It's $50 cheaper than the Ultrahuman, and if we look at the Oura and the Whoop ring over the course of a few years, it is multiple times cheaper. I personally have spent more than $1,000 since I got a Whoop 4 years ago, so it is to my big pleasure that they are finally starting to make health trackers that are as good or even better without the cost of a subscription. So when getting this ring, the first thing that I noticed is that it is super stylish. It does really scream high quality. And it comes in a cool box here, as you can see, and it has the charger, everything you would need to get going with it. That in itself is pretty sweet, gives you, just a good impression first off the bat. Now, of course, it's personal preference what design you would want. It comes in 4 different colors, I would say, designs. I personally picked the silver one. I think it looks pretty classy. And one thing that I really like about the hardware, comparing it to the previous rings I've tried, the Oura, the Ultrahuman, is that it's titanium coated, so it will leave no dents, no miscolors, no nothing in it. Where I've seen with the other rings, because I do use all of them 24/7, that it's gotten scratches, especially when the matte colors. This one, however, has not had anything, and I have really tested it thoroughly. I've been throwing some weights around and just carrying heavy luggage to airports, etc., and it looks just as new. On the inside, it's not entirely round. It has a little bit of rugged surface here at the bottom, which I prefer because that way it won't twist around my finger, which I think is really nice, especially holding onto handlebars of a bicycle. I find that to be a plus somehow. Moving on to the data, that is in the end the most important thing here. That's why we use a health tracker. The first thing that, for the first time in my years of using any of these devices, I found to actually work for me is using the ring during a workout. This has by far the most precise heart rate tracking I've seen, other than obviously my Garmin heart rate monitor. So when I tested this over 10 workouts and compared it to the numbers I had from my strap connected to my Garmin device, it has never been more than 2 beats per minute in average off. We're talking workouts from 30 minutes duration, running and cycling, up to more than 2 hours. And it is always that precise. So I think that's super cool. I know I said in previous videos that I would never use a ring like that to track my heart rate during a workout. I would always use the watch. But for this, honestly, my personal experience has shown that you can finally just use the ring in a workout. The app is super cool. It has a nice parameter board using the 5 parameters that I find to be the most important in telling how ready you are to take on more practice. Personally, I send a screenshot of these to my coach every day and he tells me whether we go hard or not. We have some different numbers, some different ranges that we let decide if we can do a heavy workout, one that demands more coordination, depending on the HRV. But these 5 parameters are super convenient to have. Of course, it has everything you need when it comes to the sleep, to the readiness, the HRV numbers. So everything that you would ever want to know in order to determine if you're ready to take on more training and how your body is doing. Are you encountering some sickness in the coming days, or are you ready to go ham and dig deep? Another thing that I found to be a big game changer, and it is the only device that has it right now, is the AI, the artificial intelligence advice based on those numbers. So obviously you can get almost any tracking device that's going to tell you your HRV, but with the Lunar Ring, it will give you specific recommendations on how to turn those numbers into actual actions, habit changes, or just different things you can do to make them better or to make use of the numbers and the readiness that you have. I think that's super cool. You can even ask the app whatever questions you feel like, and it gives you some extremely competent answers. So I think that's really cool, especially if you're not an elite athlete. Then you would need to know, what are you actually doing with this? All this information that you gather is only of use if you use it. One thing I also realized, I do a lot of altitude training. I know it has a big impact on my power output, on my recovery numbers. This has, as the only tracking device, an automatic elevation tracker. Super cool, so it knows if you're at altitude or not, and it incorporates that in the data and the feedback it gives you. The battery life is a full week. That's exactly what I've been measuring it to. About the same as the Oura Ring, the Ultra Human, so there's no differences. Here it takes 2 hours to fully charge it, which I think is pretty quick, not too inconvenient, so that's also a thumb up for me. The ring also manages to track whenever you are training. So say for me, I run before I do my ice skating workouts, about 10 minutes, it will tell me or ask me, did you run for 10 minutes? So suggest like, did I do a workout? Because automatically through the accelerometer and the increased heart rate, it can determine when you trained, and just ask you if you want to add that to your training journal, and we'll take those stats into account to see where you're at training wise, and also see how much of an effort or how much of a strain you had that given day. So bottom line is, this is in a lot of different ways a game changer for health tracking devices. I have a very good feeling it's going to be incredibly popular. It was made by Noise, a company that had everything it took to actually make a good tracking device. I think it's going to hit Europe, the US, with a lot of force within the near future. I'm really stoked to be one of the first movers having the ring already. I think I'm gonna see a lot of you wearing it soon. If you want it already, you can use that link below. They do ship worldwide, so you're already good to go there. Try it out, it is cheaper, and honestly, I do find it to be the best one there is right now. It's stylish, it's light, it's no subscription, and it has the best battery out there of all health trackers. Now, to give you an idea who would actually benefit from it, I really think it hits the whole segment here. Most people would find the Whoop to be much more of an elite performance thing, whereas if we look at the Ultra Human, it's more the everyday person, not as much sports involved, but like, how are you feeling? How are you mentally doing? I think this one finally manages to merge those two areas, so you can use it if you are, like me, an elite athlete, but also if you just want to feel better in your everyday life. All there's left for me is to wish you the best journey, whether you're getting this ring or not. Good luck with your training, good luck with your life, and then final invite to subscribe to my channel. I am making a lot of these reviews on things that I personally find interesting and that I think can benefit me in my career, and hopefully also you guys. I'll see you around for the next video.